Hey everyone, it's Ivan, KidBadger.com, out here today to share a recent adventure I went on with my buddy Bill Rapier up to Stevens Peak. This adventure starts the way a lot of adventures start. Get a call from my buddy Bill Rapier of AMTAC Shooting on Sunday afternoon. He's like, hey, what are you doing Tuesday? Do you want to go ski to the top of Stevens Pass and then ski down? I'm like, well, I got to get my boys to school in the morning. I got to pick them up when they get out of school. He's like, we should be able to do it in that window. I'm like, all right, sounds good. So I end up going, pulling all my ski stuff out of what I thought was storage, had them in my closet, didn't think I was going to be on them again, pull my skis out, boots, poles, avalanche beacon, probe, shovel, pack up a little backpack, and get ready to head out. He comes, picks me up, basically right after I drop my boys off for school, and we head out kind of towards the basically Idaho-Montana border. Managed to drive up as far as we could, almost to the parking area, but ended up getting in some snow before we got there. So backed up a bit, parked, threw our packs on, and started moving. First part of the trail was mainly just dirt, but in patches of shade, definitely a fair bit of snow down there as well. As we went our way up, we came across this pretty crazy old wrecker that was up there. Not sure what they were trying to get out of there, that maybe went down the side of a mountain, but this thing was definitely still up there. After going up a number of switchbacks, we came around the side, basically, I guess, north facing, and came to this ridge line, which, if we followed it, should take us pretty much all the way up to where we needed to go. So, short ways up, we were like, well, looks like it's gonna be snow from here on out. So we went ahead, switched over to our boots, threw on our skis, skins, and headed up the mountain. Time transition, skins on. Probably couldn't ask for a more beautiful day. Gorgeous out there, sunny spring day, clouds rolling across the sky. And I will say this is probably the very first time I've ever actually used and appreciated the lifters on my shift bindings. Sustained going up long stretches of uphill makes a huge difference using those lifters. As soon as we got to where we could actually look over and see Stevens Peak and basically the face, a couple of things went through my head. One, I was like, pretty sure I'm outclassed by this mountain. Two, really wish I had brought my helmet. Right. I didn't bring my helmet because up to this point, usually it had largely just been used as insulation because the stuff we were on honestly wasn't very technical. Looking over at this though, I'm like, there's consequences here. But we continued on until we finally got up to the ridge line and kept on cruising. Looking across the ridge as it followed its way all the way up to Stevens Peak, you could just see all these giant cornices. Probably like 20 feet tall of just snow like built up, hanging over the edge. To include some that had obviously broken free and looking down below had caused basically an avalanche down into the bowl. So staying well on the inside near the tree line, we continued our way up, making our way towards the summit. And eventually we got to the place where it turned into ski mountaineering. Had to basically take those skis off and start hiking with them, making our way all the way up to that summit. Summit was incredible, being able to look out basically across all of the peaks up there. Above Lookout Pass, being able to see over into Montana, incredibly beautiful. And it also gave us the opportunity to kind of walk over to the edge, take a little peek down there, and I was like, yes. I was 90% sure down there, and I'm 100% sure up here that I'm not gonna ski down this with you. Sorry, Bill. And he was like, no, like, do what you think you should do. Because he asked me, he's like, do you think you can go down that, guaranteed not fall? No, I do not. And this was absolutely a place where it's a no fall, like no fall zone. Because if you fall and you don't immediately rest yourself, you will die. There are consequences. So what we decided was I was gonna actually go back around. We had seen essentially this face that had already slid and looked pretty stable with respect to avalanches, where I could make my way down at my ability level, having just learned to ski this season. And from there, I would basically film Bill on his descent down this couloir. I think it's called couloir. Basically, think avalanche chute lined with rocks going down. Pretty epic. So I went ahead and made my way back over to where I could go ahead and post up and film Bill's descent. If you look really close, there he is standing on top, about to drop in. And there he goes.
Hands down, the coolest line I've ever skied. This little couloir on Stevens Peak. Pretty awesome.
Jump turn. After he made it safely down, I was like, it is now my turn. Went ahead, ripped skins, had everything nice and secured in my backpack, threw it on, locked in my boots, bindings, and headed down the mountain.
Here's Ivan, Get Badger Actual.
At the bottom, we linked up, basically high-fived. Both of us had incredible runs for our respective skill levels, and it was incredible, like most beautiful place. From there, we basically started skiing down. We ended up going and cutting across the side of a lake, which was also very, very beautiful. and then definitely wasn't over. There were some kind of crazy spots after that, but we continued to negotiate our way down.
Nice. Made it.
We eventually ran out of snow and it was time to go ahead, take skis off, stow them, switch back over to our boots. And from there, grind out the last probably mile or so down to the vehicle. About a year or so ago, Bill told me, he's like, hey, you should learn to ski so we can go on some rad adventures. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna learn to ski so we can go on rad adventures. And you know what? Now we're going on some rad adventures. Not that we hadn't before, but rad adventures involving skiing. Basically, especially with AT setups, it's really cool as far as just the flexibility and what it allows. Being able to start down, nice sunny day, go ahead, hike up, and eventually get to a point where now you're in snow, strap on your skis, boots, throw your skins on, skin up a mountain, get to the top, rip skins, lock your bindings in, and ski down. Really, really amazing time. Being able to go out and push yourself, challenge yourself with different situations, maybe places where there's actually elements of danger and consequence. Personally, I really enjoy it. Gives me the opportunity to continue to challenge myself and also validate stuff. Do you go to the gym because you want to be the person that goes to a gym, or do you go to a gym and maintain some sort of physical fitness, which in turn enhances your life and gives you the capability of being able to go out and do things? And for me, it's definitely the latter. And really enjoyed going up there with my buddy, Bill Rapier. But as always, thanks for joining us at kitbadger.com. Look forward to seeing you next time.
Kit Badger Actual, getting ready to attempt an epic under the tree ski.